This short lesson, and in this lesson I want to look at the sine and cosine of complementary angles. The first thing we do is to understand what are complementary angles. Complementary angles are two angles in which when you add them you get 90 degrees. 90 degrees, for example, 30 plus 60 add up to 90. 70 plus 20 add up to 90. 40 plus 50 add up to 90. You can get others like 10 plus 80, 5 plus 85. All those are complementary angles. And using a calculator or mathematical tables, you can check the sine and the cosine of one angle and the other angle. For example, the sine of 30 is equals to 0.5. The cosine of 60 degrees is equals to 0.5. So you realize that the two complementary angles, when you get the sine of one angle, it is numerically equal to the cosine of the other angle. And that is the relationship of sine and cosine in complementary angles. So let's put that and do one example and see how we fare on. So from what we have discussed, we can conclude that for any two complementary angles, x and y, sine x is equals to cos x, or cos x is equal to sine y. Like we have seen with the cosine of 30 and sine of 60. Or you get the cosine of 60 and the sine of 30. So here we have an example. We are told, given that sine x plus 60 degrees is equals to cos 2x degrees, find tan x. Now we are going to apply the rule of complementary angles, the cosine of and sine of complementary angles. So we first of all take this one, and we can say, since we are saying cos x is equals to sine 90 minus x. For example, if you say cos x is 60, then this will be 90 minus 60, it will be 30, which we have found to be true up here. So implying that we can write cos 2x degrees is equals to sine of the complementary angle, which will be 90 minus 2x degrees. So that is correct according to what we have agreed in sine and sine and cosine of complementary angles. And therefore, now, since we are saying sine x plus 60 is equals to cos 2x, then we can say that sine x plus 60 degrees is equals to the sine of 90 minus 2x degrees, which we have found to be equals to 2x. Now you can get the sine inverse, and you get that x sine inverse for both sides, like we just cancel there, and we say x plus 60 is equals to these are degrees, is equals to 90 minus 2x degrees. So we bring 2x to this side and 60 to the other side, so the right terms together. So you have 3x is equals to 90 minus 60, which will be 30 degrees, implying that our x is equals to 10 degrees. When you divide that by 3, you get it is equals to 10 degrees. So we have found x, and if you check here, sine x 10 plus 60, that is the sine of 70, and a complementary angle of 70 is 20, which is the same as cosine of 2 times 10.